Okay, we're back. All right, I was trying to get it where you could see her more, but we'll see. It's like she comes across with a little bit more yellow than she is, and she does have yellow undertones, but not too much, because I was trying my hardest not to make her look like more biracial than and stuff. I was really trying for a Caucasian baby. She got a little bit of Italian blood in her or something, but hey, yeah, now. So yeah, so I was just talking in the other video about just the difference with the, I don't know what I did with her lips, but I love it. It's like, I don't know, you know how the lip gloss is where it had is like a, and I'm saying lip gloss, but to me, I mean, it looks more fleshy and it looks like real lips, but it has a sparkly look to it or something. I don't know, it's weird. But anyway, I really like her lips. So I was talking about how Reborns and silicones are like so different, and how, you know, sometimes you just have like a lot of different imperfections with the silicones. I think some stuff is considered to be like boo-boo or more of a flaw than an imperfection. Like a defect is one thing, imperfections is another. So that's really hard. So I don't know, it's like, it's just that I just feel like a lot of people see silicone babies, they get tickled with the idea that, you know, you don't have to worry about cloth, or they could take a full pacifier, they could go in water. So it's all these things that draw you to silicone. But when people get them sometime for the first time, they're first time collectors, and they look at them and they're like, especially if they collected like a really nice Reborn prior to, and I'm gonna say if they get a silicone, sometimes silicones can look just as nice as Reborns, but sometimes they get a silicone that maybe not as perfect, or even if it is, and they freak out. They're like, this is not what I was expecting. So I think people don't understand that there is a difference in between the Reborns and the silicone. It takes a lot. When you do find those that, sorry, I'm having sharp pains in my brain for some reason. When you do find those that do look as good as a Reborn, you're winning. You're really winning, because it's a lot of work. It's hard, and I'm not just saying that because I paint them, because I do find that a lot of artists do like over exaggerate things to justify their price and stuff like that. I justify my price by saying, hey, I think my work is deserving of this price, period. I'm not gonna say it takes me 20 years to paint it. I'm not gonna say this or that. I've painted some of my best work in shorter time than some of my work that wasn't that great, that took me forever. It just depends on the mood. It depends on what I'm working with at that time. It depends on my schedule. I read somewhere the other day, someone said something like, it does not take that long for someone to paint a Reborn. And I'm like, yeah, it might not take you a month or 6 weeks or so to paint a Reborn, but what people forget is a lot of these artists that are taking custom orders and stuff like that, your order is not the only doll that they're working on, and that's why they give you that schedule. They give you that schedule because they have more on their plate than just your doll. And let's kind of talk about that a little bit. I can't say it enough that you people, us people, including myself, really need to stop asking for customs. If I could avoid ordering from people for anything, kids, anything, I would, because I like being able to just go to a website, click, buy, pay, and they ship. I love it. I love the idea of it. I love being able to see what I'm getting, know what I'm getting, and be done. But a lot of people want to have that specialized, personalized baby, but they're not looking at the fact that a lot of times they still going to be special and unique, especially if it's an artist that only paint the kit once or twice, or only don't ever paint two kits the same way. You know, there are some artists that do paint every single kit the same exact color, put the color in the same exact spot, da 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 da, on every kit. So I can understand why you might want that artist to do you a custom if you really like their paint style, but you want something different than the rest. But the thing about that is, once you tell them what you like and what you want, they're probably going to just duplicate it on the next talk anyway. So the whole custom thing, like trying to make people do you a custom, is kind of overrated. But yeah, when people are doing customs, like for me, it takes me literally 3 times the amount of time to paint a doll that's a private order or custom versus me just painting freely and then deciding I want to sell it. It just does. It don't matter if the customer is the most amazing customer or if they're the worst. Only difference in between if they're the most amazing and the worst is the results. If they're the worst, sometimes the pressure cause you to not do as good as you would have done if you didn't have the pressure. But there's always going to be some amount of pressure because you're not free. You know, you're not free. And that's just the bottom line. She's so cute. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look. Oh, wow, wow. Oh, I love me some Charlotte. Oh my gosh. You cannot skip the line. I have been thinking about letting her skip the line to get here, but I'm not going to let you skip the line. We have an order here. Zora, Memphis. Really, Memphis should go before Zora because he been here longer, but I really want to see Zora with hair. I want to see Milani with hair too. So I don't know, but it's between Memphis, Zora, and Milani that has to get here next out of my personal collection. And I was thinking, I don't got all subjects. We ain't going into that because y'all gonna do what y'all want to do, and I can't help y'all. The other thing, what I was thinking about too, is that I was sitting here and I was, after I did the video, in the first video, and I was just sitting here and I was just looking around, which is a mess, except for this little strip right here with the babies going like in a shape like that. It's shaped like that around the perimeters of the room is babies. This place right here used to be the crib, but I had to take the crib and move it downstairs for my real grandson that will be coming. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh, so I was looking at my collection and I'm like, man, oh, you know what? I forgot. I should have got you them little boots. They over there too. I should go get them. But I was thinking, I really like the way my collection is right now, like how it is right now. The babies that I have in my collection right now is like the perfect blend. So I really don't know like what other kits I have that I'm painting. I really should paint those and just sell the rest of my babies and just take a break from collecting for myself. I have one extremely special baby that I'm going to paint for myself here soon. But that's already accounted for. But pretty much my collection is really where I want it to be. Oh, and not that I don't care as much like if my kids or, you know, what people outside of the hobby say. I really don't care what nobody say overall. I mean, I do care to a certain extent. I'm human and it does bother me sometimes. But not to the point where I don't want to keep my babies or I don't love them or whatever. But it is kind of special when people that normally don't like them like them. So right now it was so funny because Tabitha came up. I wanted her to see Charlotte and she's like, I already seen Charlotte, because now she knows their names because she followed me on Instagram now. And she's like, I already seen Charlotte, you posted her on Instagram. I'm like, but you haven't seen her in person. Like, she's cuter in person. And anyway, so she saw her. She said, yeah, she's real cute. So she thought Charlotte was really cute. She said, and he's cute, which is my other Aspen. And she doesn't like the sculpt, by the way. She doesn't like the Aspen sculpt. But she thinks that he is actually cute. She doesn't like my other Aspen. I'm being honest. She doesn't like my prototype Aspen. I don't know. Oh well. What else? See how sensitive I am just now? Y'all have to catch that. I was getting an attitude about it. She loves Taraji and Joey, and she thinks Piper is creepy. She thinks it's weird that I painted Lily Grace to resemble my twin grandbabies. She thinks Baby Blessing is realistic, very realistic. She likes Jersey. And Paris Memoir is just a staple. She's been around forever, so no one disrespect Paris. Oh my gosh. Who else do I have? Milani's cute. Dora's cute, but she needs hair. So right now, she kind of thinks they're kind of cute. I can't remember exactly what all she said. She said, what did she say about Zora? She said Zora looks like somebody. And my son said that too. My son said Zora looks like my cousin, which is kind of crazy that he said that, because that particular cousin, when she was a little baby, I was so crazy about her. And I was like just a little bit older than her, a couple years older than her, but you know how it is. You're the big cousin. I was old enough to where she used to call me auntie. And it's funny that he said that that's who she reminds him of. And maybe self-consciously, maybe that's the trigger for me that I don't realize. Because usually I'm drawn to babies that are familiar in some way or another. And then they really, and maybe that could be it. Nima, the silicone baby that I had painted from Rachel Farrell, the second silicone I ever painted, that baby reminded me so much of my cousin, of her children, that same cousin, which, and like he said, Zora's just dark skinned. My cousin is a lighter skin tone. But I don't know. Things got crazy and I ended up selling her. And by the way, her mom is actually trying to sell her now. She don't post her that much. She don't like actively try to sell her to where she's, you know, anyway. But she's up for sale. I don't know how much she's asking for her. I don't know if it's $2,000 or something like that, but anyway, she's Lachelle on Facebook, but she's trying to sell her. She has quite a bit of my babies, so she's trying to sell her, and she was trying to sell the Marita Winner babies that I had. I almost thought about bringing the Marita Winner baby back here, but I don't know. She was one that I really liked too. She said her heartbeat is still working, and she has signature body. Why am I doing this? This is like I'm doing an ad for somebody else. I can't vouch for anybody else's babies in their collection. The baby's been gone for a while. But yeah, she's the one that I bought my money back from. Then I ended up selling money. But yeah, so what was I even talking about? Yeah, I'm happy with my collection, and it's just, you know, it's nice when you when people, you know, in your family do like them and stuff. I don't, you know, I think that it's kind of, it's good and it's bad in a way. I feel like my kids was like teenage where they were kind of doing their own thing. I wasn't an empty nester yet, but kind of like to the point where, you know, when your kids get to that, what they don't want to be bothered with you. So I really was consumed with the dolls at the time, and then I was just getting good into it, had a nursery, all that stuff. And then Gabby came along. And when Gabby came along, I had to lose my nursery because I had to give Gabby, I gave Gabby bedroom, and oh, that was a whole story. That's a whole story in itself. But she got my son's bedroom because he had a smaller bedroom, and then he got the guest bedroom, which was the nursery, and he was happy about that. Yeah, teenage boy, downstairs bedroom window. Get it? You put it together. Anyway, he snuck out and snuck people in. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, that's enough. Yeah. So, but I feel like more people like as far as my kids go and stuff, I think they're more accepting of my dolls now that I paint them and sell them, because they see it more as a income versus me just being crazed about it. But I don't know, maybe they're just maturing, and now that they're having their own kids and stuff like that. Tabitha always low-key been like dolls. She low-key, she tried to play hard like she don't, but she's the only one that used to play with dolls when she was little. I bought them all dolls, but she was the only one really played with them. And we used to role play, and she'd say, okay, you have to be the grandma and you have to babysit, and she would bring a doll in there to me, and of course I would play with the doll for a long time. But anyway, my oldest daughter is a Barbie fanatic. She had Barbie everything, Barbie house, Barbie this, Barbie that. So she's not really into these dolls, but you know, every now and then if she sees one that's really cute, she's like, oh, that's cute, da da da. But she's not into them. She doesn't want them. Even when she was having, you know, trouble thinking that she wasn't going to be able to conceive, I thought, you want me to make you a doll? Like, I know that's not going to, you know, replace it or whatever. She said, I don't want a doll. Like, she wasn't into it. But some of the other people that was in some of her groups actually wanted one. So it's just, you know, it's to each his own. That's a whole nother subject too. Some people that can't have children like the dolls, and some people don't. So it's not like it's you know, it's just, we all have things that we like and don't like. But it is kind of cool, like I said, that is not like the worst thing in the world to them anymore. So yeah. So that's that. I may need, well, it's too late now. Well, not really. I feel like I probably should have put a little bit more color on her nails, but it's okay. But yeah, her texture is nice too. I like her texture. Came out pretty good. Anyway, I am gonna go. This has been a very long video and I've been rambling. I just thought I would hang out and talk to you guys. I gotta go cook breakfast now and get ready for the day, and hopefully I can get some work done so I can get this baby ready for rooting. And in between, I need to finish rooting winter. I'm almost done. Well, not almost, but halfway. So I gotta finish rooting winter and then finish painting this one, get this one rooted, and I have a couple projects, side projects, that I took on. Of course, I'm always taking on stuff that I shouldn't probably, but it's gonna be exciting. And yeah, so there you have it. Whatever. See you guys later. I'll take pictures of her, put on Instagram. She's gonna probably put on boots. See, I'm probably gonna put on those boots because Mama wanna put me on those boots. Oh, because it's cool. It's cool this morning, so I'm glad that I got her all warm. I did like her in this though. She was so cute in that. Where's your hat today? I'll have to hang all that up. Anyway, so you guys, thanks for watching.